From MLB.com, headline, Prospects Scott and Vasil share spring training debut. Now, before we get this video, hit that subscribe button. I talked about Christian Scott and Mike Vasil on Friday night to let you know that they were going to pitch on Saturday. A few hours before the Mets game against the Marlins, and of course you need to subscribe, a few hours before the Mets game against the Marlins on Saturday, manager Carlos Mendoza sat in the visiting dugout at Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium, well, that's a mouthful, and ran down his pitching for the day. In addition to starter Joe Manaea, who was making his Mets debut, two other names stood out. Prospects Christian Scott and Mike Vasil, who were both throwing in a Grapefruit League game for the first time this spring. Quote, "We've been hearing about these kids for a while now," Mendoza said. "To get an opportunity to watch them pitch in a big league game for the first time, I'm excited to watch those kids pitch today and do their thing." While there wasn't much to glean from the abbreviated outing, Scott allowed to run his outing while Vasil did not. The team was more interested in how those two presented themselves against big league competition. Vasil admitted it was difficult treating the outing like a regular game, given how out of the ordinary the experience was for him. But both pitchers managed to walk off the mound with positive feelings. Quote, "It's pretty cool when you've got another guy from your draft class and a friend and somebody that you're with every day, and then you're both going out there and throwing in a big league spring training game," Vasil said. "It's pretty special and it's pretty cool." A third pitcher from that 2021 draft class, Dominic Hamill, is scheduled to appear in Sunday's game. Vasil, Scott, and Hamill are all MLB Pipeline's 9th, 12th, and 16th ranked Mets prospects, respectively. I'll give you just a rundown on the rest of this game. What's interesting about these three guys, these guys were drafted by Zach Scott. The two previous guys before David Stearns. Manaea debuts. Like most pitchers, Manaea tries to not to dwell on spring training game results, given how little they ultimately matter. Also, like most pitchers, he finds that easier in concept than in practice. Of course, it's not hard to do, Manaea said, but at the same time, there's wins and losses with everything. Results are what they are. There's also some positives that I take away, so I'll take those and evaluate what happened and move on. For Manaea, Saturday's positives revolved mostly around his ability to throw strikes, 41 of them for 56 pitches, with no walks over 2 2/3 innings. Manaea also threw all 11 of his changeups in the zone, generating 3 whiffs. He recently tweaked the grip of that pitch in hopes of making it more of a weapon against right-handed hitters, much as his sweeper has been effective against lefties. Quote, "There's always room for improvement and a little bit of tweaking," said Manaea, who was also working on a cutter. "It's the first time I've used all these pitches in an actual game, so yeah, some good stuff out there." Where are the regulars from this game? 4 Mets position players have yet to participate in Grapefruit League games: Brandon Nimmo, Harrison Bader, Jeff McNeil, and Joey Wendell. That trend will soon end for at least 2 of them. Nimmo, who deliberately starts camp slowly as a way to keep his body healthy, is scheduled to make his Grapefruit League debut on Sunday. Now, he did this last year. Bader is also easing into spring following sports hernia surgery late last year, set to follow on Tuesday. Wendell and McNeil are further behind. The former has been throwing from 120 feet, is scheduled to DH in a backfields game on Sunday, followed by Grapefruit League action at some point late next week. The latter won't have answers until after the Mets team off day on Monday. While the Mets don't believe McNeil's biceps issue is a serious issue, they will send him for testing if it hasn't calmed down by that time. Back in town, reliever Shintaro Fujinami, who signed with the Mets shortly before spring training began, returned to Port St. Lucie on Saturday, after spending nearly 3 weeks in a sort of limbo. Okay, now, of course, let me know what you think about this video. Just to give you a little taste, not only of what these young guys did in the spring game, but also give you a little taste of what's going on in spring training as well. So, thank you for watching this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Prospect Hut, and I'll see you later.